Hello and welcome to TAIK. I am Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about how you can refresh multiple data sources at once in Power BI service. It's a real world case and solution in Power BI. Most of them are asking how you can use the multiple data sources and how you can refresh it in Power BI service. So we'll walk through the in detail in this video. So stay tuned. If you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. This is my Power BI file. In this, I have three tables. One is comes from the customer, that is the CSV file, and the other one comes from the sales directory, that is from SQL, and the other one is the static table. Now let's have a look at the Power Query editor. So transform data. If you look at the static table and advanced editor, it comes from the static one. And if you click here, the CSV and advanced editor, then this comes from the D colon dim customer.csv. And when it comes to the SQL, it starts from an IP address and then the database. And the table comes from sales territory. So cancel. So now you got an idea about this. It is comes from the three different data sources. One is a static one it comes from the CSV, and the other one is from SQL. It's just a static value. It's just a sum of value. It is a count of customer from the customer CSV, and this is count of sales territory, and this is a count of records of the static table. So now let's publish this report in Power BI service. So publish. So my testing workspace, and then select. As it is already there, so it is asking me to replace the data set. Yes, it is replaced. Got it. So now let's go and check in Power BI service. So this is a Power BI service. In this I have this testing workspace. In this is the latest data available here. Now let's go and check on the data set. So click on the data set and then this more options and then settings. So now if you click here on the gateway connection, it is showing this gateway is not configured properly. So if you click on this one, view data sources, it is showing it as SQL server is there, and we just need to map this to our the existing gateway. This is the one. You can map this here. Whereas the whereas the CSV file, we need to add this into a gateway. In order to do that, we just need to click on add to gateway. I made a video about the gateway and how you can manage it on Power BI service in detail. If you haven't seen that, just click on the link given on top of your screen. Now coming back to this one, you just need to click here to add a gateway. So this is the one. So new data source here, you can just rename it here, customer CSV, and then it is comes from the file type. You can select the data source. The Excel comes from the file. So this is the full path here, and you need to give your Windows authentication to work with the username and password. If you have that, you can just enter it here, password, and then add. It will just check for the connection. Once it is added, it will show up here. If you go here and manage gateway, you can select here the SQL BI, and for this one, this customer CSV. Once these two are done, click on apply. So these two are applied here. If you go here, testing workspace, and refresh multiple data sources and click on refresh now. Yeah, the time has changed here. Now let's open this report in a new tab. This is data 18. So just refresh this value 1838812 and then the 4. Now I want to delete some data on the CSV file to make sure that refresh is working fine or not. So I will open up this CSV file, and from the bottom of this one I just want to delete some of them here. Now save, and then let's refresh the data set here and then refresh. Now the time is 7:21. It's changed here. Now let's go back here and refresh. Yeah, it changes from 88 to 81. Now let's have a look at the sales territory, which is in SQL Server, right? Basically, it will work because it is a usual thing. Even though I will just show it here. So these are SQL data, and I just want to add one more row here. The same for Germany. Instead of Germany, I will add it as Spain. That's it. So it comes here, additional row here. So let's refresh the data set. 723. Now here it is 12, and when I refresh it here, it is showing 3. So the CSV is also refreshing and the SQL also refreshing. Even though both of them are from different data sources, it is refreshing in Power BI. But the thing is, whenever this data set refresh, it is going to check on both the tables. I mean, both the data sources. One is from CSV, one is from SQL Server. It will fetch those information in here. But you can't able to set different timing for refreshment of the SQL and then the CSV. So if you want to manage the gateway, I just going to give you a glimpse on that. So click on these options here and then settings and then manage gateway. By this way, you can able to refresh the multiple data sources in Power BI. I hope you got the brief idea about how you can refresh multiple data sources in Power BI. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.